Hey, we're live. This is Roy, Tech Troublemaker. I am filling in for just a minute as Tall Boy's having a technical difficulty. He's going to be on here, so don't worry. You won't have to put up with me for very long. I am not Tall Boy, obviously. I am Tech Troublemaker, but Tall Boy's going to be here. We're going to have the usual stuff. We're going to have the word of the day. We're going to talk about where's Revis. We're going to talk about that stash stock party. We're going to talk about Chat GPT. And we're going to talk about other things in the news. So you guys get ready. We're going to get the show started. And let's do an intro. So, as you can see, Tall Boy's having some technical difficulties. He's going to be here in just a minute. I was going to say, we'll do some shout outs here and say how everybody did. Revis says, hey, Dammy. Hey, family, I have service this week. Revis, we are glad you were back. We missed you last week. Had a few technical difficulties behind the scenes. The show will start shortly. Yes, it will. Tammy saying hello. Yay. Hey, Revis. So, all right. So, we are up and running. Just waiting on Tall Boy to get here. I tell you what, while we wait, Revis, how about I call you and we will do the word of the day? How about that? So, I'm going to give you a call, sir, and we'll make this happen. I know, this is always fun. You should always do fun stuff. Call. All right.
Hey, Roy, what's going on, buddy?
All right, Revis, hey, give me just a sec. We're of course gonna do the big intro and say
He's somewhere in the United States, from LA to New York. Where are you, Revis? Don't forget to honk the horn.
hey Revis, where you at tonight?
I am actually in Iowa right now.
Cool.
Trying to figure out where the heck I'm at, but I'm in Iowa.
I'm feeling kind of the same way. Where the heck am I at? Actually, I wonder where Tall Boy's at. So he's gonna be here any minute. He's having just craziness happen. So, how you been doing?
I've been making it, man.
We missed you last week. I hope everything was okay. I heard you were in the middle of nowhere.
Yes, I was. I had no phone service.
Where is the middle of nowhere? So we'll know to tell you not to go there anymore.
I was in Texas. I was in Carthage, Texas.
All right. All right. Well, we have a word of the day, sir, and let's see. Our word of the day is stoic. Our word of the day
Yes.
is stoic. You want to tell us about stoic?
Yeah, stoic is actually a pretty good word. I like that word because I found out that stoic actually is what we actually go through all the time. It actually means a member is it. Well, let's put it this way: of relating to or resembling the Stoics of their doctrine. It means not affected by or showing passion or feeling, especially firmly restraining response to pain or distress. It's something that we go through all the time. When people say, he really doesn't look like what he went through. That's because, we actually make ourselves look unaffected to whatever we have gone through, the stress and the distress that we go through.
Hmm. I like that. I like that. So, you got a sentence for us where you're using stoic with it?
Uh, sure, of course. Uh, right now, Tall Boy has a few technical difficulties, but he doesn't look like what he's going through. It's not. Look at here. Tall Boy is himself together, and is not stoic. It's not affecting him. He's not looking like what he's going through right now.
Yeah. Yep. Oh man! All right, you got any other words of wisdom for us tonight before we call it?
Hey, just I don't look like what I'm going through either. I'm pretty stoic myself because I still don't have my truck back, and I've been doing a lot of recoveries, and
Oh
these
wow.
recovery trucks have been breaking down on me too. I was in the shop yesterday and uh, stayed in a hotel a couple nights ago, but I'm back on the road. I'm up in Iowa, Osceola, Iowa right now, and things can only get better from here.
Hmm. Wow. Well, I definitely hope things get better for you, sir. I know you've had some rough times this year, and I'm hoping things are going to just keep getting better. And I hate your trucks in the shop again. Boy, howdy. That's
Actually, they told me that I talked to them today. They told me that they have it ready, but they still didn't do the annual DOT on it, so they have to
okay.
do a annual inspection on it. But I can go pick it up. Probably fly out to Texas tomorrow and go pick it up.
hit the spot 1006 says you messed up the sentence.
Did I mess it up? I know. You kind of put me on the spot with the
I'm
sentence.
sorry. All right.
But the definition was great. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. All right. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I'm glad that you are at least got another set of wheels for a little bit and hopefully get your truck back tomorrow. You think that's when it's going to happen?
Yeah, I'll fly out and get it back either tomorrow or first thing Friday.
Okay. All right. Well, safe travels out there, sir. We're going to continue on with the show and hope that Tall Boy gets his computer to act right on him and we'll get this thing going. So, thank you so much for joining us for the word today and telling us where you are today.
All right, no problem. Hey, fam, I enjoy. I hate missing you guys last week, but hey, I'm back this week. Talk to you guys later.
All right. Thank you, sir. Bye.
Bye now.
All right, that was Revis, and he is in Iowa. I've driven through Iowa, but I've never actually been there. So before I forget, I want to talk about today's Stash Talk party. So Invesco Dynamic Leisure and Entertainment, basically they own like cruise lines and that type of thing. You've got 3 hours and 49 minutes and so many seconds to go out there and grab your stash stock. If you're not, you get like a partial piece of stock. If you click on Tall Boy's link in the description, you will get he will get $20. It won't cost you anything to give him $20. I'll give him a $20 bonus because you signed up if you haven't already signed up for Stash Stock. I do recommend signing up and going out there and get those free stocks. I've been doing this for a while. Yes, I blame Tall Boy. He's the one that got me set up doing it. So I'm like, all right, I'll try it. So, yep. Anyway, all right, cool. So now we're gonna go and guess we're gonna keep on going forward because going backwards is not a thing I want to do. So let's go. All right, hang on as I change out cameras here. Let me unlock that and go back to. Hey Florence, I saw you out there. How you doing tonight? Thanks for coming by. Let's say hey there. So, yeah, it's a very interesting night here. Yes, Tall Boy is a very stoic person. I didn't say you messed up on the sentence. You're awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. I try, but I am not Tall Boy awesome. So, I wasn't prepared to be on the camera this much. So I go live every Tuesday on my channel, so I can handle this. All right. So we're going to talk about a few things. We did the word of the day, and we're going to talk also about buses that are equipped with AI. As soon as I find my my Chrome that's gone interdimensional on me. Where'd it go? All right, hang on. This is one of those days where things are just a little strange. Gonna make this work. It's gonna be amazing. All right, share full screen. All right, here we go. Wrong window. Here's what happens. You do things on the fly. So we're gonna go and show Chrome. All right, there we go. All right, here's the day. One of our news stories today. So in the U.S., buses have been equipped with artificial intelligence that automatically penalizes cars parked on the bus line. So basically, they're putting cameras on the buses and they are They're installed directly on the bus and it's been tested with a big blue line. And while buses are traveling routes, there's special cameras that record the number of plates of cars that are parked in the wrong place. This allows the system to instantly identify the offender and issue a ticket. So we may all want to go all James Bond and get that cool gadget that flips the license tag on the back of our car. And I don't know. I'm not saying do anything nefarious, but yeah. So during the 45-day experiment, technology identified more than 500 potential violations. Each fine amounts to nearly $300. That is crazy. $300 for parking on the Blue Lines line. Yikes. So, yeah, what about other areas that have transit systems? It's just a matter of time before this stuff reaches all of us, where AI is kicking in and taking us over. So, I'm sorry, my head's in the way. If you're trying to see, here's what I'll do. I will blank out that one and go to this one because I don't want to be in the way of you guys seeing the news story. Anyway, all right. So, yikes. What do you guys think about that? What do you think about this? This technology is going to become pervasive. This is on buses right now, but it's just a matter of time before these types of cameras are all over the place. And I guess my question is, do you think? I mean, what what are options? Are we gonna be in a world where you can't even jaywalk without getting caught? It's just gonna be a rough world. Is what I think is once we let AI completely take over. AI has its place, and we're gonna talk about that here in a little bit. But you know, yeah, wow, they can really do great things. That's true. If they use that money and keep those buses fixed up and running, and they keep the bus stops looking nice, then that's I could see that being a benefit. So I mean, there's positives definitely to it, and there's also negatives as well. But definitely a positive there is if they turn around and take that money and invest it back in the bus line and fix up the bus stops and that type of thing. I don't know about. This is KTLA, so this is in Los Angeles, where this would be in Santa Monica, California, is where it's happening at. So you know, it could happen anywhere. And there's a lot of transit systems that are in bad shape. They just don't take care of the buses and the bus stops and everything. So it would be really great if they did take that money and try to. What's everybody else think? Yeah, but I don't trust AI. So I trust it to, well, trust is a strong word. AI needs to be treated as a tool and not as the thing. It needs to be treated as something that benefits man and helps us, but not something that just takes over. So we got to keep that in check. A news story this week is the White House with a lot of the major tech companies basically got an agreement where they are going to work on self-regulating AI. Of course, if that's like the self-regulation Facebook has done and other things like that, then yeah, so that's going to get interesting. We'll just have to wait and see what happens on that. Let's see. Next up, let's go both widgets here since I fixed the video there. Where did my video go? All right. Show the stuff. There we go. All right. So we talked about the word of the day. We talked about buses equipped with AI. Tallboy's wondering, how come you can't make the show last an hour? But anyway, we'll make it last. Don't worry. All right. So next up, I want to show you a demo. I'm online trying to stop interview mode, then restart it. Okay, I can definitely do that. Out and back in. Yep, I saw this happen a few weeks ago. So, yep, get back. Tell them to try again. So, thank you, sir, for giving me a heads up. So, other week I had an issue where interview mode went out and I had to stop it and restart it. So, but Tallboy was on earlier, so I'm glad. James, thanks for helping him out. Hopefully he'll get on here in just a few minutes as you see, hey, I'm online with Tallboy. Yep. So I stopped interview mode and I restarted it. So hopefully he will be able to join on here in a minute. So while we're doing that, let's go and break out share. I want to talk about Chat GPT tonight. Why do I want to talk about Chat GPT? Because there are things that you can do with Chat GPT that can help you. And so let's look at that. And right there is still me, unfortunately, so I'm here. And let me bring up Edge. So now we're going to get a little edgy, guys. All right, so bringing up Edge. So why do I want to bring up Edge? Let's talk about that. So you probably heard of ChatGPT. If you have the Edge browser as your web browser, or as a web browser on your computer, I literally went and downloaded it at night, and you log into a Hotmail or other account like that, then you should be able to get a hold of this feature where you can use AI and use ChatGPT, because ChatGPT, Microsoft invested a lot of money into ChatGPT. So now they have integrated ChatGPT into Bing. And I've never been a big fan of Bing, but rather than pay money to ChatGPT, well, now you can use Bing to do ChatGPT. So, so I often use this for help with writing different stuff for content creation. And so, like, for example, we were talking about different prompts you could use to help you with finding a job. And so, hang on just a sec. I'm winging it here. Gonna be okay though. Prompt conversations. Copy link. All right. Since I'm using Edge, let's go all in. So here's an article on 7 ChatGPT prompts to help you enjoy your job more. After I make the advertisement go away. All right. So negotiate a raise, so you can have it help you write something to help you try to get a raise at work. So negotiate a raise, and you know you're worth more, but somehow your boss doesn't know this. Why don't they know that? Or they just don't give you a raise. They know what you're worth, but they're not giving you that raise that they should. So either you've not done enough to prove your value, or you just not communicate what you want. Because I'll give you an example. The other week, I did a shorts video where I literally said, "Hey, would you mind subscribing to my channel, please?" And people subscribed to my channel because I did that. It's just proof that you don't get what you don't ask for. So a lot of times, your boss will put their head in the sand and not even notice, "Hey, you should be giving me a raise." And then, so you can do a prompt like this. Copy. Paste. All right, so here it is. Help me craft a persuasive argument to negotiate a raise with my employer. Provide me with key points to highlight my value and contributions to the company. And then here's what I always add. Ask me questions to provide me with a better result. Okay, so let me do a little zoom in here so you can see it. Okay, so it's out chewing through my prompt. Sure, here's some things you might want to help you negotiate a raise with your employer. Research your salary range and market value for your job. You can use websites like Glassdoor or PayScale to get an idea of what is your position earning. Document your achievements. Contributes to the company. This will help you make a strong case for why you deserve a raise. Schedule a meeting with your boss to discuss compensation and ways you can add value. Be prepared to show your results and ask for feedback. Let's make sure I don't have any more. Oh, okay, cool. All right. So this is different things like introduce the idea slowly and be realistic about what you're asking for. Asking for 10 or 20% above your current salary is a good starting point. Volunteer yourself for specific tasks that will get you noticed and increase your income. Practice negotiating a raise with a friend before meeting your boss. Get them to be really mean to you when you do it, so they really. So, and then here's some questions that suggest you can ask and say, what if my boss says no? How do I prepare for my meeting with the boss? So click there, and it will come back with a response on things that you can do to prepare for that meeting with your boss. So this is Bing's search engine using ChatGPT. So before this year, I would have never told you to use Bing. But now in 2023, I will say, okay, there is a use for Bing, and Bing is so you don't have to pay $20 to ChatGPT to get to work faster. So, because I do currently pay $20 a month to make ChatGPT work fast for me, because otherwise it was really slow and you had to wait in line. And so I use it on a daily basis. So, Here's some tips to prepare. Assess your company's current situation. Understanding your company's current situation can help you assess whether it's the right time. Start negotiations for a raise. I mean, for example, if their financial reports have just gone out and it turns out they had a banner year last year, hey, you should be getting some money. What's up with that? So go find out if your company did exceedingly well. If it did, then it'd be crazy for them to tell you no. Here's what we'll ask. What if my boss says no? Okay. Then we'll ask that question. What do we do if your boss says no when you ask for that raise? Okay. If your boss says no to your request for a raise, there's some steps you can take. Pinpoint why your request failed. The reasons may not be overt, but consider what feedback and clues your boss gave you. Maybe it's just being a jerk. If that person's just being a jerk, well, that's just a totally different matter altogether. Seek out additional alternatives, and it actually gives you links. You'll see the little dots underneath. That gives you links to click on articles that'll give you more information. So that's just one way that you can use Chat GPT to help you out. Hey, it's just the Queen. How you doing tonight? How's everybody doing? So Tall Boy's having some technical difficulties. I hope eventually he's going to join the show because, I'm only so interesting. So, yeah, that's just one way that you can use Chat GPT with Bing to help you out with different things at work. I use it a lot to give me data, and I'll say format it as a table. So I like to use it a lot for my content creation type stuff. So, yeah. What are some ways that AI is beneficial to humans? We'll go ask Chat GPT if it thinks it's beneficial to humans. AI can help us make better decisions by analyzing large amounts of data. AI can identify patterns and trends and humans might miss. So here's some ways it can help. If you have a work situation, you do have to be careful because Chat GPT does have issues with privacy. And what I mean by that, well, while they claim they do their best to keep everything you say confidential, if you were to take information from your company that is, let's say, intellectual property and use it in a query in ChatGPT, theoretically that data is available now in records on ChatGPT, and somebody could conceivably, get access to that. Granted, it's not supposed to be possible, but that happened to Samsung, and because of that, a lot of companies are saying don't use ChatGPT at work. So something to consider. What do you guys think about leave your job and work for yourself? There you go. If your boss says no, then the heck with them. Leave your job and go start your own company and, go buy Tall Boy merch. So, you could go to, let's see, was it shop.tallboy? Is that what it is? I'll make sure I get it right. Nope, I gotta remember. Can't remember what his website is. But anyway, we go to Tall Boy's site and buy merch from him and keep him gainfully employed. So, or with money. So, how's everybody doing tonight? So yeah, here I am trying to wing it. James, you got any updates on Tall Boy? I'm hoping he's gonna be on the show here soon. We'll do some shout outs right now. So, Mama Got Inc. I don't see Mama Got on here tonight, but she often is on the show. Late Night with Sammy Superstar. So, I imagine that one's going to go away. Sammy is getting ready to go to film school, and so I don't think he's going to be a YouTube content creator for all that much longer because he's going to be focused on going to class. So, I'm excited for him. Yeah, definitely. We'll talk about that here in just a sec. And all things YouTube. So Matt Haas is awesome. He does all things YouTube. Really should get a graphic for his Awesome Wood Things channel because that channel has been growing like gangbusters for him. He's been doing some really neat crafts and stuff. So really cool stuff to see. And then the Kessel Chat. So if you guys are Star Wars fans like I am, well, those guys are having conversations. And it's kind of a podcast format, but they're live and they're talking about Star Wars, and it kind of makes you wonder, what can you talk about? So, a lot of rumors. His browser isn't allowing him to connect. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Okay. Might be time to go back to Chrome. So, I see. Wow, why is everything so small? Hang on, let's blank out and try it again here. Let's see. I see ChatGPT is getting worse as it expands. This is common with large IT companies outsourcing work. In my experience, working. Hang on. Working on the Google Duplex AI project. Oh wow, that's it. That would be a neat project. Mama D, can't hear you on my end. Oh no. I don't. I'm very low. Am I? I can turn my mic up. How about now? Hopefully I don't. Can you hear me now? Why did my volume? I must have hit a scene with something interesting happen. Let's make sure that my audio didn't get crazy on me. Edit, undo, resize overlay. There we go. All right. Ta-da. I have my volume maxed up. How about now, guys? Everybody hearing me now? Why did I go low? There we go. Hey, Mama D. How you doing tonight? You're very low. Sister Queen saying hi to Mama D. Hey. How's my audio now? Hopefully I sound better now. I definitely am louder in my ears. I don't know why did I lose. Let's go check. See, still low. Let's go find out what's going on. Might be something in the scene I hadn't thought about that's messing with me. So hang on. Expect things to get strange before they get better. It's just all of a sudden when I went to that scene, it dropped out. So let's go. Road Central. Okay, I am set. Go for it, still. All right, I'm trying to see what happened. Let me go to a different scene. Not that one. Both widgets. Wow, something did happen, and I can't figure out what happened. So let's see. I will turn up my volume a lot. Yeah, I'm hearing noise now, so very strange. Whatever just happened. Wow, every time I move my mouse, I'm hitting something there. I need to lock these scenes, but they are, yeah, having a good time. That's what happens when you throw all the scenes out at the last minute. So let me lock that. So stop changing around on me. Hopefully, Tall Boy will get on here in a minute. Wow, what did happen to my volume? Yeah, we're having a good time here. Good time. Shout outs. Yeah, I'm looking here, trying to figure out what happened. So something crazy happened, and I don't know what. So, Okay, check. All right, hopefully hear me now.
Tech troublemaker!
Yeah, I'm about to start cussing. No, I'm not. I'm not going to start cussing. Why did my audio drop out? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. Okay, somebody else is here. Tall Boy, you there, man? It says you're muted. What's going on? Unmute. Why are you muted? Having one of those days, aren't I? This is a fun time here. All right. Let's see if I can figure it out. Tall Boy, can you hear me? It says you're muted. You got a mute button on your side, so hopefully you can hit that button and unmute yourself. We are having one of those tech nights, aren't we? All right. I'm going to unassign placeholder and reassign. And hopefully, let's see here. This is my favorite show so far. This is just crazy. What happened here, man? What is going on? Everything's crazy. It says you're muted, and I don't even know why. Are not visible and cannot be heard. They are muted by viewers. Remove a guest screen simply do plus add to the broadcast. All right, let's go try again. Okay, I know the answer to the question. Let's go. Survey says remove from the green room. There we go. How about
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. How about? Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Hey, look, we got all kind of technical difficulties going on over here, but
delay going on. But I'm gonna put you on the screen, man.
I'm gonna
Time
put
me,
you on the
time to get me
screen, man.
off
That
here.
time to get me off here.
okay. So I on the back end, can they hear me or no?
All right, everybody, give me a shout out. Let me know.
Everybody, give me a shout out. Let me know. Can you hear? Oh boy, I'm getting ready to put them on the screen. We can get this fixed here. All right, there we go.
All right, so we're here. Let's see. Head over this way.
Upside down. Anyway.
I'm doing this from the phone, guys. Yeah, we just had a whole accident over here.
Be sure to hit the like button, guys. We need sympathy tonight. We have one of those nights.
It's one of these nights, man. Bear with us. There we go. We're going to do it this way right there. How's that? Is that good?
Yeah.
All right. How we doing?
They say they hear you.
Yeah, we got you.
Good.
All right.
So they hear you.
All right, great. How's everybody doing? I'm sorry. It's just one of these tech nights in July. A long summer night in July. So tell me, where did you guys leave off? I just want to catch up. I know we're supposed to be talking about Chat GPT today.
I started talking about Chat GPT.
And
I did get a demo on how to ask for a raise. I was going to work on some other stuff, but that's where I've started. So, yeah. Talking about other things that you can do prompts for. You can do prompts for. You can ask like, I want to get those that work and increase my job satisfaction.
Okay.
Can you provide me practical strategies? And so we'll copy that.
So did they see that on the screen?
Over here. Yeah, I'm gonna show my screen. So hang on. Let's go there. Hang on, I'm gonna get you back on the screen. Because I had moved things around. There's two of me. Fix that.
You gotta love live. You really do. But I definitely think Ender Trading, Equip Institute, James, and whoever else is here, and they said that there's an echo. I'm not sure where the echo is coming from because you're coming in through Bluetooth on my end.
Yeah, hang on. I think I know what the problem is. And let's fix it now. How about now? All right. How about now?
All right. So am I better now? How's that?
You're good. The issue's good. The issue's on my side.
Gotcha. Okay.
I hear my voice twice. I wanted to say it's coming through on your side. But I'm not positive of that.
Okay. So did you give them a breakdown of what Chat GPT is?
I didn't give really a breakdown. I thought by now they'd heard use about Chat GPT. Ready to let it go. But in case you don't know what Chat GPT is. Basically, Chat GPT is. Hang on, I'm not sharing the right screen. So let's go fix that. There we go. All right. So Chat GPT is what's called a large language model. Basically, you feed it all the data and it goes through and spots patterns, and then it begins learning from those patterns. And so, in this particular case, it's taking information it has scraped through from bunches of websites, different locations like that. And gives you answers, and it can emulate things you can have it talk a certain voice, not as
Write
in
this for an eighth
grader, or write this for a college student, that kind of stuff. So let me do a status check though. Are people hearing me twice? Very bad echo. I can't win here.
I can't win here.
Turning my.
All right, so I'm fine when he talks. Is that correct? Because it seems like we're losing people. This might be one of those shows we delete.
Shut up and let you talk.
Shut up and let you talk.
Oh no! I mean, I wanted this to be a great conversational piece.
Something is taking all the audio out of my audio, and I cannot figure out how to fix it.
Still trying to figure that out. That happened.
Okay. So for the ones that are not familiar, I'm just going to give you, when I go to Google or Bing and I just typed in Chat GPT, what is it? It's called Chat Graphical Process Transfer. Nobody's ever going to use all of that, okay? So basically it's saying it's a way of using computer-aided interactive graphical tools to facilitate communication between users and computer processes. So in layman terms, they're just going to basically say, we're going to use all the tools, like Roy just said, they're going to scrape the internet, and you as the user and the computer of AI, which is Chat GPT 3.5 and 4.0 or Chat GPT 4. But for the most part, we're just focusing solely on Chat GPT because I wanted this show to be more about you guys understanding what Chat GPT is. So basically, it's whatever questions that you may have. It could be how to get a better job. Give me some marketing tips. It could be if you, Revis is a truck driver, give him the best routes to get to Iowa. It can give him the best routes, if I'm correct, right, Roy?
Let's see if my audio is working now. How's that?
My audio is working now. How's that?
I can hear you.
Doubled up again. I don't
doubled
know
up
why.
again. I don't know why.
Hang on.
So what I would like to do, what I would like to do is the people that are here, I see Hit the Spot 1006, I see Equip Institute, I see Into Trading. If you guys have anything, whether it's a cooking idea, if it's a plant, if you like to plant, whatever your hobbies are, let's try to see how this Chat GPT works. And what Roy is going to do is he's going to type it into the comments. And when he types it into the comments, we want you to see how fast it gives you the information that you're asking for. And so you can see how can we use this to make it work for us, if that makes sense. So so whatever job, whatever thing that you're interested in, just put in the comments and we're going to figure out and we're going to show you how this works. And we want you to find a way to start using this in your workflow. It's available on Android. It's available on iOS. Is that correct, Roy?
Yes.
Yes.
And then it's also available on your desktop or on your tablet. So, so Mama D, you're here. You're saying you're still here. Tell me something that you're into. Whatever it is, just put it in the comments. This is one of these ask me anythings. We're not gonna. This is not your standard show. Clearly, it's not. But we're gonna just put in anything that you're into, and I'm going to show you how it can work for you. All right. So that's what I want. So put whatever it is that you're into. We're going to see how we can make it work. I think Roy already said that he was going to show you if you wanted to get a better job, and there were some other processes that he used. But let me show you how it works for you. So put in the comments. I know there's about an 8 to 15-second delay, but we want you to see how this works for your use case. Same thing, Hit the Spot 1006. Who else is here? Equip Institute, if you're still here, Into Trading is still here. Please let us know. And let us know how it will work, and we'll show you how it will work for you. If I can just get these pop-ups to stop coming up on my phone right now, I would be all right. But unfortunately, somebody wants to have a major conversation, so I'm going to have to mute them for about an hour. And in that way, I can hopefully stop getting these messages. There we go. Let's see how that works. So for me, Roy, can you type in marketing tips for the Lab Tech Show or for a YouTube show? What are some marketing tips for a YouTube show? Oh, okay. And then Equip Institute just had one. So as you can see, he typed in what he typed in. I can't read the screen, so Roy, you're gonna have to help me out. So he typed it in, and you see how quickly this is processing. So I mean, they're literally giving me 5 tips and saying, hey, use keywords in your video titles and descriptions to help people find. You got to bring it back up. Yeah, to find. I lost where you are. Oh, I lost where you are. You zoomed out on me, Roy. I'm sorry, man. I was reading it and you zoomed out. I can't read it anymore. It's too small. I'm reading this from my phone. Use keywords in your video titles and description to help people find your content. Analyze how your channel is performing frequently and checking the built-in reports available in the YouTube studio. And then create organic promotional videos, and then work with influencers. And then the last one is advertise on the platform. So basically, they want me to spend money. They want me to reach out to influencers. And there was a few others that Roy is doing. He's moving too fast for me. I can't see it. Now, as Equip Institute says, just be careful entering personal info as it is out in the public domain forever. So you're right. You don't want to put out your personal info. But let's look at what Equip Institute had to say. Equip Institute said, what are the top 10 colors used in social media graphics? So when I created the Lab Tech Show, I asked a few of you guys who are watching the show, I asked you, how did you guys see the brand? How did you see me? How did you see the show? And when you told me how you saw the show, you guys gave me colors. And then the person who was helping me design the website, he said, hey, the people that you want to do business with, ask them how did they see the show. And when I asked about 5 to 10 people how they saw the show, they all came out with a consensus of blue. And that's why the labtechshow.com has that blue background, or the new layout has been blue. My favorite color is green. But when James and I started the show, when we originally started, we were brown. So we've gone through a couple of colors, but now it's like, okay, we've been growing for about 2 years. This is what we've done. So it was not able to output anything. Is that right, Roy?
Correct.
So it says, I'm sorry, I couldn't find any reliable sources. So basically, they're scraping the internet. So here's a case in point, right? They're scraping the internet from all the way up until 2021, and nobody has come up with any information. Hit the Spot 1006 says, what are the top 10 things to do in Alabama? I probably would have been more specific as opposed to just choosing the whole state. I probably would have been more specific, but I want you to see what are the top 10 things to do. And they're telling you based off of research and what people have already said about Alabama, those are the top 10 things that you can do. You can visit the theater. Got to scroll back up, Roy. Help me out a little bit. They're actually giving images of these places as well.
Yeah, and sometimes.
Alabama. Okay, so they're giving you and you see how fast it was able to output. So kids are about to go back to school, right? And with them going back to school, this might be able to help. You might be able to help them with their homework. Now, don't let the kids get access to Chat GPT. But if they say, Mom, Dad, I'm having a problem with my homework, you just pull out the app on your phone, because the app Chat GPT is free. So you download it on your iOS, you download it onto your Android phone. You can type in the question and you can get the answer. So Equip Institute said they stumped Chat GPT. End of Trading said, what is the best Gili Island in Lombok to visit? Let's try and see what that one is. So as you can see, Hit the Spot 1006, we were able to give you yours. Equip Institute, yeah, you stumped them. I mean, that's good. But remember, this is Chat GPT. Now, I wonder what that would look like on Chat GPT or Chat GPT 4 or 3.5. Now, also, you can use this for email. So right now, currently, if you've seen some of my last few posts that I've made, I've used ChatGPT with other services and said, hey, write me a blog post or write me an intro Facebook post on why people should join the Lab Tech Show. And it literally outputs what I wanted to say. I give it some action words of fun, interactive, join me at 8 o'clock, and it joins or it gives you whatever information that you need in real time. And you see how fast it outputs what it's outputting. So you type it in, and once you type it in, that's it. It's free now, LOL, next year at price. I don't know. Because right now, to be honest with you, Mama D, Microsoft Edge is they have Bard. So right now, Google Chrome owns OpenAI. Is that correct, Roy, or am I wrong?
OpenAI is still its own company, but it's got a big investment from Microsoft. Bard is
From
Chrome's
Microsoft.
Bard is
AI.
Chrome's AI.
Okay, so Bard is they're doing a big thing now to where they're taking your audio, so you can literally talk into it, and it will, instead of you typing it out, you can talk into it, into your phone, or if you're on live or you have a microphone, you can say whatever you wanted to say, and it can output, and it's giving you faster processes by just using your voice. So can you just imagine saying I'm at McDonald's and saying, give me soul food restaurants that are in Atlanta, and it should give you that output. It says Bing has GPT built into it now. That's correct. So I mean, so now it's free, and I think that they're trying to make it free. But if you want the faster outputs, because you got to remember, people from all over the world are using this, and this is going to replace jobs. Whether you like it or not, it's going to replace it. AI is going to replace jobs, and it's unfortunate, but whether you like it or not, I'm not saying a photographer is going to be replaced because people want what they want. But women love filters. And the one thing about filters is they want to look cute and they want to look. So you put your photo inside of the computer as who said that earlier? Equip Institute said, be careful what you put out there because it's now learning you. So do you want it to learn yourself? How much information are you trying to give out? So just keep that in mind when you start uploading pictures and this artificial intelligence is starting to take over. Did you get a chance to go over that bus story that I had said we were going to discuss today,
Yeah,
Roy?
I did, but I can bring it back up.
I can bring it back up.
Okay, so in that story, we were talking about buses, right? And so they're literally going to say, hey, if you're parking in this area, and it's on the bus route and you're blocking it, you're going to get a ticket because now they got your license plate and they're just going to send you a $300 ticket. So you said, here are some of the best soul food restaurants in Atlanta. And there it is. They gave you 5 right off the top. I've never been to the 5th one, but I've been to the first 4.
And
this
is
what
accurate.
And is it accurate?
Yeah, this is accurate. Pascal's is a staple for Martin Luther King. Busy Bees. Kobe was there. One of his last games that he was there. Mary Max is a staple. Who was the other one? I've never heard of the third one, but 3 of the 5 I've heard, and they're very popular in the Atlanta area. So I mean, you can make it do ingredients. You can make it. Let's see. She said, hit the spot, said too much. But you need to use this and make it work for you. So, okay, let's say, for example, you don't like your boss. What are some effective ways to tell your boss that you don't like them? Try that. And let's see what we have. In the future, humans will not work, money will not be relevant, and will be replaced by a credit system similar to what China is doing. Yeah, you're right. So you don't like your boss. What are some effective ways you tell him that you don't like them? And you see how fast that this is outputting? Like, you can't make this up. So now you can have the answers to the cheat sheet. It says it is important to maintain a professional relationship with your boss if you don't like your boss. If it's best to keep your feelings to yourself and focus the work you're doing. If you have concerns about your boss's behavior or management style, it may be helpful to speak with someone in HR or another supervisor. I mean, it's true, right? Now, let's switch that up a little bit and say, what are some effective ways that you can let your boss know that you're doing a good job? I don't know what you type. You're going to have to help me out a little bit, Roy. Tell your boss to do the job themselves. Hey, you're right, Enda. I'm with you on that one. I can't make out what you're saying. I'm sorry. I'm reading from the phone, so I can't make out what all of this is saying here. So you're putting in, what did you put in, Roy? What are some effective ways to let your boss know that you're doing a good job? Okay, and you can see right there on the screen that it has given you some outputs and is giving you some suggestions on how you can, um, wonderful work. This is perfect. Well done. Excellent job. Congratulations on a job well done. You're good at what you do. You also expressed, okay. So let's say, um, I think there was an article, the 5 most popular prompts used by entrepreneurs. Let's see. Um, Ask ChatGPT, what is the best way to ask for a raise, and see what it gives us as an output. What's the best way to ask for a raise? And if you're working tomorrow and you've been at your job for a moment, try and use one of these methods that they give you. Let's see what it comes up to. Somebody said, oh, hell no. I don't have my sound effect button tonight. I'm sorry. All right. Let's see. Here you go. You got 5 ways. You can say choose an appropriate time to ask, research salary trends, schedule a meeting, prepare what to say, and treat the discussion seriously. All right. So if you want to raise, so say what is the average salary, or you Google that on your own, whatever your job is. And, for a middle tier manager or a middle, you've been there for 2 years, what is the average salary on that? You schedule a meeting, and what else are they saying here? And now see, he's talking about the mega millions. Everybody wants the numbers for the mega millions, man. I don't think it's going to output that information for you. Let's see. He's asking about the mega millions because I think everybody wants to hit that. So now remember, this is information from 2021 and previous. So they're saying the Mega Millions lottery is a game of chance, and there is no guaranteed way to win. However, here is some tips on how to choose your numbers. And there's the output that you have. Mama D says, I'm retired. I don't care anymore. Okay, so since she's retired, so we're going to just use a play on words of retired, right? So, what are some fun things that a person can do that's retired? And we're going to see what it outputs. And Mama D, I challenge you to do 1 or 2 of these things since you said you're retired now. Treat yourself. You can travel to new places and explore different cultures. You can volunteer. You can learn something new. You can take classes or learn a new skill. You can spend time with family and friends, and you can spend more time with your loved ones and pursue hobbies. You can pursue hobbies that you enjoy. She said travel. Hey, now I didn't tell you how to go about traveling. Okay, so since I traveled out of the country, let's see. You got a selection of what's the best way to travel on a budget internationally? Let's try that. And these are just all effective ways. And you see how that this is outputting the information that you want or that you are requesting in real time. It's not like you got to go searching for this stuff. I mean, it's outputting everything for you and it's in real time. So this is why I want you guys to take heed and take notice to what's going on, because unfortunately, this is happening so fast that a lot of companies are making this happen. And they're saying, hey, if I can replace somebody that does marketing, well, why don't you learn how to do this? Learn how to write the right questions. And then that way you can present the ideas before ChatGPT presents the ideas. Make it become your idea. So they have several things. It says travel with friends, try couch surfing, look into programs to volunteer abroad, get a part-time job while you're away, search for budget travel destinations, study abroad if you're in college or school, stay with relatives who live overseas, intern abroad to gain experience, research for budget-friendly countries, research cost of living, check currency exchange rates, book your travel in advance, apply for your visa sooner, and what is it else to say? It says cut out the middleman. Don't exchange money at the airport. Don't carry too much cash. Be flexible with your dates. Get travel insurance before you go, and keep digital copies of all your paperwork. And venture out of the tourist zones into local neighborhoods. Is that not what Tallboy did? He ventured out into neighborhoods as opposed to the tourist areas. He had digital copies. He had travel insurance. I built relationships with people. These are all things that I was already doing. But how many people were even thinking of something of this matter? So just keep this all in mind as we go into the fall season. Chat GPT is here. It's here to stay. So it's free. Utilize it. You can pay for a more extensive version or a higher tier version that can give you or output more stuff. But right now, just keep in mind, this is only going to give you the information that you need from 2021 and previous. Now, once you get into the 4.0 and the 3.5s, there's levels, as they say, there's levels to this. There's levels to this Chat GPT. Roy, am I saying everything correct? Is there anything that you would like to add? I mean, I know that you're hosting the show for me tonight, and I definitely appreciate you. What are your thoughts so far?
Let's see if we echo. Yeah, I'm still echoing. Anyway, I agree with what you're saying.
I agree with what you're saying.
I'm sorry about the echo. And so ChatGPT and the one built into Bing is version 4.
Repeat that again.
So the version of ChatGPT built into Edge is version 4.0.
So quite naturally, everybody uses Chrome. And Edge has been doing all kind of crazy things to get us to come over to Microsoft Edge. Quiet as kept, I've been having problems with my computer with Chrome, so I've been using Edge for the last 3 weeks. I'm almost tempted to come over here and start using Bing because it already has the information that I need. But I'm using other services, and one of the services that I'm using is Voila to assist me in writing my emails a lot better and faster. And I can do it in different tones. So I want it in a cheerful tone. I want it in a salesman pitch tone. I want. So it's literally, I'm just giving the output of what I want. Write an email regarding this in a whatever it may be in this tone, and it will literally output the information for me. And this is all into my Gmail. I already attached it, and the service that I'm using is called Voila. It takes me, for me personally, it takes me a long time to craft an email. So knowing that it only takes me a matter of moments to do this now, you just saved me so much time. I'm not a copywriter. This is just not my lane. So we were speaking on this travel thing, getting visas. This was going to be one of our topics. We'll probably talk about this next week. But at the end of the year, if you have not traveled abroad, going into 2024, you're going to have to pay a $7 euro fee just to be able to enter into Europe. And I think it's about 22 to 25 countries that are in Europe that you would have to pay this fee. Is good for 3 years. But I mean, you're now going to, now you can currently enter into Europe with no charge. It's not a visa fee, but it's their own fee to say, we want to document who the people are that are coming in. I don't know why. You're still good for 90 days, 180 if you decide that you're going to do some type of study abroad or something like that. But they're about to impose a fee. And if Europe does it, I'm pretty sure the U.S. is going to do it to Europeans. It's like, there's no way you're going to tax us and we don't tax you back. But that'll be another article for a later time and date. What did you put in there? You got it. You had it write an email for you, Roy?
Yes. I put how to write an email.
How to write an email.
Telling my boss I quit.
Okay, so as you can see, well, yeah, there you go. You need the smartest people writing the inputted data. Okay, I'm not mad at it, man. Okay. So I challenge you guys. It's on your phone already. Just go to iOS, go to your app store, go to Android, type in ChatGPT, and download the app. Play with it. You got a whole week. We'll talk about it a little bit more briefly next week, and hopefully you guys will get some value out of it. If you have kids that are in school and they are struggling with their homework, now you can actually be the help. And you can probably help them and assist them with homework as opposed to doing this new stuff. That new math, I don't know how to do it. It is what it is, but you can make it work for you. And I'm not sure, will they give you examples or anything like that? Like showing you how they did it, or will it just output the answer, Roy? I don't know.
We'll find out. We'll ask it to help me with algebra homework.
Okay, he's coming up with some. Oh, so they're giving you websites to go to get your homework done.
Yeah.
And you go to those websites, and then you can type in your equation or your problem, and it's giving you this. So I hope this is helping somebody. If you got some value out of this, put a 1 in the comments. Let us know that you got some value out of it. We do apologize for the technical difficulties, but this lets you know that you can go live anywhere. We were trying to go live like we normally do. And you see, the middle of the summer, it just did not work for us. But hey, I'm on my phone. I just said, you know what? Let me tap into this link on the phone, and we're out here making it work. All right. So it's not the perfect show, but we want you to, hopefully you got some value out of it. And if you got some value, all we ask is that you put 1 in the comments. And if not, we completely understand, but we want you to know and understand that ChatGPT is here and is not going anywhere. So this is one of those Facebook phenomenons, like Facebook hit the world by storm. It ain't going nowhere. This is ChatGPT. Like, I love my VR, I love virtual reality, but that's more for fun and games, where this is for more practical purposes. He said the channel should have more subscribers. And hey, man, I think that you're right. And like I said, we just try to provide value to the best of our ability, and hopefully, the right people that want to learn, they will find their way over here. And there is documented work with timestamps. There's documented work with timestamps that will show you whatever the respective titles are. So I definitely appreciate you and anybody else that chooses to watch. That really means a lot. And at the end of the day, we're just here to just provide value, and we want you to embrace the technology, so that way you don't get left behind. That's really been what the motto has been. And hopefully the right people will get some value out of it and they will apply it. And I just want you to be ahead of the curve, as opposed to, well, what is this? What is that? I don't want you getting that ticket that Roy was talking about earlier because you parked in front of a bus lane. Or, you know what? I needed some suggestions and I didn't know what to do. You know, that person that has writer's block, this could be your new suggestion. This could be your new tool. So I hope that works for you. And Roy, any parting words before we tap up out of here?
Oh, this is just scratching the surface on ChatGPT. You could write a book.
You could write a book.
I agree. I think that this audience here is not ready for the technology, and I completely understand. And all I say is, we're here. We're trying to be patient, but we also have to let you know that this technology is coming and is not waiting for anybody. So use it, make it work. If you don't know how to do it, there's YouTube, there's myself. Roy does a show on Tuesday evenings where he talks about all things YouTube. Is that correct?
Pretty close, yeah. I'm just
how
to create content on YouTube, and how to get better at it.
How to get better at it.
All right. So tell them all about the show before we tap up out of here, man.
So every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, I try to teach you how to get 1% better at YouTube content creation.
Gotcha. Okay. I don't know. I don't know about what I'm going to do for next week. I'm thinking about possibly, and I don't know, maybe just do instead of doing it the normal way, maybe we just have let's get to know some of the audience members or something like that and have them come on to the show. Maybe we could do that and make it a fun, a way to get to know people, put the faces with the names that are in the comments. I don't know. This is just something that I'm playing with. I'm trying to come up with the right software to make sure that we don't have the freezing and all that other kind of stuff. But I want us to be able to just know that we are a family here. And like I said, I want you guys to get value. So on that note, I don't know what you did about cats, but I see you're still playing around with some stuff inside of ChatGPT. So once again, ChatGPT, I'm going to briefly recap and then we're going to tap out of here. The technological term is chat graphical process transfer, and it is a way of using computer-aided interactive graphical tools to facilitate communication between users and computer processes. Basically, you type in the information, it scrapes the data on the internet. You can use multiple content or multiple places such as Bing, Bard, or ChatGPT, or you can pay for a paid service and they will give you better outputs outside of what you saw tonight. So like I said, I challenge you to use one of these softwares. Know that artificial intelligence is here. Know that this ChatGPT is here. And I hope that you embrace it. On that note, my name is Tall Boy. And that's, what's your name?
Tech Troublemaker.
That's Tech Troublemaker. And this is the Lab Tech Show. Y'all have a good night.
All right, out of here.